What are you spending your time on? What are you spending time, energy, and effort into? Is it bearing any fruit for you? This is what I want to talk about in this video. Hello, my beautiful people. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Greti and I'm the counselor and transformational coach at Butterfly Project. So today I want to talk about time. Now, I think we all know that time is finite. That means there's an end to the amount of time that we have. There's only so much time that we have. And I'm not just talking about our longevity. However, of course, that's a big piece of it. I'm also talking about, how many hours we have in a day, how many minutes we have in an hour, how many days we have in a week, how many weeks we have in a month, how many months we have in a year. We only have so much time. All of us do. We all lead different lives. We have different, responsibilities and things. So ask yourself, what are you putting your time, attention, and effort into? Because just like money, right? We only have so much. We work for it, or maybe you've received it in other ways. But when you're investing your money into purchasing something, or maybe it's putting it in investments, you want a good return for your investment, right? So same thing with time. And I think we all take time for granted. This is something that has become very apparent to me, especially in the past year that I've had, with different losses, is that we only have so much time, and we all do this. We all take time for granted. I do it. I have done it quite a bit in my life. But I just want to remind you of this and bring this to your attention, that whatever we're putting our time into really is an investment. It's kind of like purchasing something that you don't want, you don't need, you don't really like. It's like throwing money in the garbage, right? It's the same with your time. If you're investing your time into things that aren't going to bring you, a return, a good return on your investment or the proper reward, why are you investing your time into that? And of course, in this day and age, with all of, the electronics that we have and social media and all these different things that are calling our attention that weren't calling our attention before, many years ago, I feel like, people back in the day, as we say, had an easier time, right? They, I think, got a lot more accomplished. They didn't have so many things competing for their attention. I grew up with 3 sets of grandparents, both sets of my grandparents and 1 set of great-grandparents. And I am so truly grateful. And I saw, the way their life was, and I see the way that our lives are today. And unfortunately, I would say that back then was better, but that's my opinion. And I just feel like in today's world and our society, we kind of lost sight of what's important to give our attention and energy to, right? So something else that I've been really kind of looking at, as well as this, how much time I have, was creating a schedule and really asking myself, especially with the beginning of the year, right? Working on authenticity. As you guys know, I've been talking about this, but looking at my life, like, what does my authentic life look like? What kind of life do I want to lead? How much time do I have, right? What is important to me? And, number one thing that has become really important, and it always was, but I wasn't giving it the time and attention it deserved, was my health, right? So nutrition, I dabbled in it, and exercise, I dabbled in it, but I wasn't really invested. I wasn't all in. I wasn't fully committed. And this year I finally did. It just was one day I just made the decision and I said, yep, this is what I need to do. And I just kind of, it's like, being thrown into the pool, right? Like I just jumped right in and started. And because of that, I now realized what I've been investing my time into, and I realized I was investing a lot of my time into the things that weren't really bearing fruit, right? You guys, I love social media, just like most people. I love sharing. I love seeing people's stuff. But what I realized is I spent a lot of time doing that. I spent a lot of time just, lounging around, doing different things. Maybe it's, binge watching, Netflix. And don't get me wrong, we all need time to, slow down, to kind of just veg, especially at the end of a busy night or day or a busy week. It's nice to do that, to be able to unwind, to kind of just, give your brain and your body a time to relax. But then there's other things that we should be investing our time into that are important, right? So relationships, this is another big one, for me, is just investing my time in relationships that are bearing fruit, the relationships that give back equally. And I mean, it doesn't mean tit for tat, but just, relationships, people that are investing into you and you investing into them. My family, right? Of course, my children have always been, my priority. But now it's like, what is the time I'm spending with them? Is it quality time, right? They're always around. But I found that, there was a period of time where I spent a lot of quality time. And now that I'm investing my time into other things as my kids are growing older, I realize that, I need to kind of almost schedule that in as well, of actual quality time where I'm really paying attention to each of them. So those are just some examples, right? So, health, nutrition, you guys, I mean, for us to eat healthy and for me to be able to work out as I have been, I've been going to the gym 6 days a week. I did get, hurt a little bit one day, pushed myself, I think, too far. And then because of that, I ended up having to take a couple days off. So it's anywhere from 5 to 6 days. But because of that, I have to eat, really healthy. And, there's certain things like a lot of protein, and there's certain, combinations before a workout, after a workout, all these different things. And I've been working also on my sleep and investing more of my time into sleep, because that's another thing that I really sacrificed over the years as a single mom and busy, doing different things. I have sacrificed a lot of my sleep, and now I'm realizing that that is, probably the most important thing, right? Aside from the other things I do for my health, drinking a lot more water, taking my vitamins and minerals, the quality of water that I'm drinking, the food that I'm eating, right? And then we have the mental and emotional health, right? And of course, I've always worked on this, but not in a very systematic way. Is that the right word? And so now that's what I'm kind of working on, is, creating a system that works for me. And I've realized now what times of days work for me, and paying attention, to how my body is. And, everybody's body is different. Everybody's lifestyle is different, right? So what works for you? Sorry guys, I don't know what is up with the camera, but I'll have to try to figure out how to fix it. Anyways, I was saying that I spent, the beginning of the year, like I told all of you, to just take January to kind of rest, recover, which I did, and then start, kind of contemplating what goals I have for the year, how I'm going to implement those. As we're in February now, it's implementation time, even though I kind of started that a bit before. I've been doing it, slow and steady, and kind of it's trial and error and figuring out what works. So this is something that you can implement in your life to be able to create, the life that you want. And the biggest thing for this video is just, what are you investing your time and attention into? We only have 24 hours in a day. We only have so many days a week, a month, a year, and none of us know our longevity. None of us, we all have different timelines, and we don't know. And so we want to make sure that what we're investing into is quality, that is going to give us a positive return on our investment, right? Of course, we can utilize time just like we do money, kind of throwing it frivolously here and there. That's okay. We all do that, wasting time here and there a little bit. That's okay. But for the most part, trying to schedule your life and create a routine and create, or even just having the priorities that you want in your life that are important to you, kind of at the forefront of your mind, so that you can invest into those. Because it's really important, you guys. We only have so much time. Unfortunately, as you know, my father passed in the fall of last year, and it was very unexpected, and it happened very quickly. And he wasn't expecting that. Like, none of us were. We all thought he had more time. Like, we just never know. So if you think about it that way, we only have so much time. So you want to make sure that the time you're investing, right, the time that you are spending on certain things is going to be good things for you. That's going to give you a better life so that you can, live your best life and be able to enjoy life. And don't get me wrong, this isn't all just work and no play. I am all for, work hard, play hard, right? That's how I like to live. You want to make sure that you're incorporating things that you really enjoy. Of course, you want to take care of the things that are priorities first, and then you want to do things that are enjoyable. What do you like to do? This is why I tell all my clients, you need to find a passion, right? What are you passionate about? So, is it dancing? Is it being creative? Is it, art? Or, maybe it's a musical instrument, or maybe it's yoga, or whatever it is. There are countless things. Maybe it's spending, just time in nature or whatever. I mean, all of these things are important. It's important for us to have fun. It's important for us to be creative. It's important for us to take care of our bodies, right? Your skincare, your hair, your face, like all of these things, right? And what I found as I've created this new healthy routine, I have really now seen how, oh my goodness, I only have so much time, right? It's kind of like, if I only have so much time, my time is really valuable. I need to get all of these things in. So now who I spend my time with is, very crucial. The things I put my time into is very crucial. All of this is very crucial, okay? Because time is finite. We only have so much. So make sure that you are valuing your time and others as well. And valuing, what you put your time into, right? Making sure that what you're investing your time into is valuable and going to give you a return. And then, we have, some free time and to do things like maybe scroll on social media if you like. I just find that now with all the things that, I've incorporated, there isn't a lot of time for that. I still like doing it, so I give myself, a little time limit, and that is all I do, right? And I'm feeling better. I'm definitely, looking better. I'm having a lot more fun. I'm enjoying life a lot more. I'm doing what my dad had, wished for all of us that were left behind, for us to not waste time. So that's what this is about. Don't waste your time. Take a look at that. Take an inventory. I like doing that. Take an inventory of your life, of what you're investing your time into. Think of it that way. What are you paying attention to? What are you doing? Right? What are you giving energy and time to? Is it healthy? Is it positive for you? Or is it negative? Is it toxic? A lot of us have habits that aren't healthy. So take a look at that. And I challenge you, right, to start working on implementing new healthy things to invest your time into and to remove any toxic, unhealthy habits. All right, my loves, that is what I have for you today. I hope that this was helpful for you. It's a little longer than I expected, but hopefully it was helpful for you. Don't forget to do all the things like this video, comment down below, share my video and channel with others. I would truly appreciate any number of these things. It does help my channel to grow, to get my messages out there. If you're new here, welcome. I would love for you to subscribe and be part of this ever-growing butterfly community. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you get notified of new videos as I post them. And as always, you guys, I wish you all peace, love, and light. Until next time, bye-bye.